All right, so everyone loves a cute animal, right? Especially one that's full of energy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, picture a basket full of puppies kind of energy.
I see where you're going with this.
So today we're diving into a snippet of text about a pygmy hippopotamus
Okay.
at the Khao Kheow Open Zoo in Thailand.
Right.
And, well, they describe this little guy as particularly cute and full of energy.
Interesting.
Yeah, those are some pretty loaded words, you know? Like, they really want you to feel a certain way about this hippo.
Yeah, for sure. It's interesting that they emphasize those traits, right?
Right.
It's almost as if they're trying to, I don't know, paint a picture of this hippo's personality.
Totally. And it makes me wonder, like, what is it about pygmy hippos in general, that
Mm.
makes people go, ah, in the first place? Because, I mean, they're like the miniature version of those giants you usually picture, right?
Right, exactly.
Like those big gray blobs in the water.
And that difference in size, it's not just, it's not just about cuteness.
Okay.
It actually hints at a pretty fascinating evolutionary divergence.
Really?
Yeah, pygmy hippos are actually more closely related to, those ancient hippos
Oh, wow.
that lived like millions of years ago.
Yeah.
So studying them is almost like getting a glimpse into the past.
Whoa, that's amazing. I never thought about it like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's like they're living fossils.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
But getting back to this text, though, it seems particularly focused on this one individual hippo,
Yeah?
not just pygmy hippos in general.
Right.
So do you think they're trying to, like, create a little celebrity?
Hmm.
Almost like, a conservation ambassador.
That's a really interesting thought.
Yeah.
And it really speaks to, like, the role zoos play, in raising awareness.
Yeah, totally.
Because, honestly, pygmy hippos aren't as well known
Yeah.
as their larger relatives.
Right.
So by highlighting this one's playful personality,
Oh.
the zoo might be hoping to, I don't know, spark your curiosity about the species as a whole.
I see, yeah. It's like a marketing strategy almost.
Kinda, yeah. It's like, come for the cute hippo, stay for the conservation message.
Right, exactly. It's interesting, though, because zoos are, well, they're kind of complicated, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, on the one hand, they're doing amazing work in terms of, conservation efforts, breeding programs, all that.
Right.
But on the other hand, there's the whole ethical question about keeping animals in captivity, right?
Yeah, that's a big one.
Like, is it really ethical to keep these animals, even if it is for, educational purposes or to help conserve the species?
Yeah, and there's no easy answer to that, right?
Right.
It's a complex issue with a lot of different viewpoints.
Yeah, definitely. And it's something we probably won't solve in a 5-minute deep dive,
Yeah,
but it's definitely something to think about.
absolutely.
Especially, when you're confronted with, like, this adorable, energetic pygmy hippo.
Right, exactly. Makes you think.
It does make you think. So, listeners, I guess, like, next time you see a cute animal, whether it's at the zoo or, in a video online, maybe just take a second to think about what's behind that cuteness.
Yeah, think about the bigger picture.
Exactly. All right, that's our deep dive for today.
Fascinating stuff.
Until
All right, everyone, buckle up. We're diving into a story today that's equal parts adorable and, well, unexpected.
Yeah, this one's a real head scratcher.
We're talking baby hippos and the lottery.
An unlikely pairing for sure.
It all starts with Mooding.
Mooding.
Yeah, Mooding.
Yeah.
This little guy.
Okay.
He's a pygmy hippopotamus, just 3 months old. And he's causing quite a stir in Thailand.
A 3-month-old hippo is making waves internationally. What'd he do? Break out of his enclosure, swim across an ocean?
Even better, or weirder, depending on
Okay.
how you look at it, it's his weight and height. Those are making headlines.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to need some context here.
And that's where the lottery comes in.
I knew there had to be a reason we were talking about the lottery. Okay, so how does a baby hippo's measurements get tied up with the lottery?
Well, in Thailand, the lottery isn't just a game. It's practically a national pastime.
Oh, absolutely. It's woven into the culture. I mean, people are always looking for those lucky numbers. You know how it is. Got to get an edge somehow.
And where do they find these lucky numbers?
Let me guess. Moo Deng's latest weigh-in.
You got it. People are using his measurements to pick their lottery numbers.
Wow. Talk about finding inspiration in unusual places.
It's like looking for signs anywhere you can find them. I mean, we see this in other cultures too. People carrying Lucky Charms, wearing their winning socks.
Oh, yeah, totally. Everyone's hoping for a bit of luck to go their way. We might chuckle, but there's something universal about that, right? That desire for a sign, a little something to tip the scales.
It really makes you think about the psychology of luck and chance.
Absolutely. But while we're on the subject of mooding, we should probably mention that pygmy hippos, they're not your average hippos.
Oh, right. These guys are much smaller than the common hippopotamus, hence the name pygmy.
Makes sense.
And sadly, they're facing a real crisis. We're talking about a species that's listed as endangered.
It's heartbreaking, really. Habitat loss, hunting, the illegal wildlife trade, they're up against some serious threats. It's why places like zoos and sanctuaries are so important. They're doing the hard work of trying to breed these animals, keep them safe.
So you've got this strange situation. People are betting on a baby hippo's measurements.
Hmm.
But, and here's the thing, this could actually be good news for Mudeng species.
Oh, so.
Think about it. Everyone loves a good news story, right?
Mm.
And this one, it's a head-scratcher for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's not every day you see baby hippo and lottery in the same headline.
Exactly. It's attention-grabbing. And that attention, well, it could translate to more awareness about pygmy hippos.
That's the hope, right? That people get curious, want to learn more. It's like what happened when that zoo in the UK named a monkey after a politician. Remember that? Sparked a whole debate about conservation funding.
Sometimes it takes something unusual, something out of the ordinary, to make people pay attention to the things that matter.
It's true. Sometimes those weird, random news stories, they cut through the noise.
So who would have thought that a baby hippo, the lottery, and conservation would all be so, well,
Intertwined.
yeah, intertwined? It's kind of poetic when you think about it. It really makes you wonder what other surprising connections are out there just waiting to be discovered.
And more importantly, what can we learn from them? How can we use these moments to make a real difference?
Great questions. Something to think about, listeners. Something to think about.